All right, so we were just listening to a song called Somebody's Baby by Jackson Brown. And that song is going to, for the rest of my life, remind me of Bridgette, who is the subject of this video. Excuse my voice, I am battling a cold, so my throat is a bit raspy. Now, um, we want to get this sound off too. Before I talk about Bridgette, though, I just want to talk a little bit about that song because it's not a very well known song. I never knew it until Bridgette introduced the song to me. Uh, okay, she was a neighbor of mine. I met her in Kamloops as a neighbor of mine. Okay, I'll get to Bridgette in a minute. Somebody's Baby is a song written by Jackson Brown and Danny Kochmar and recorded by Brown for the 1982 uh, soundtrack for a movie called Fast Times at Ridgemont High. It reached number 7 on the US Billboard Hot 100 after debuting at number 73 on July 31st, 1982. Okay, so it's from the summer of 1982. The track would be Brown's last top 10 hit, as well as the highest charting single of his career, spending a total of 19 weeks on the chart. The song reached number 14 on the Billboard Adult Contemporary chart as well. In Canada, it peaked at number 16. Okay, I never heard it before, and I think I asked my mom. I don't think she ever heard of it either, which I was shocked. But Bridgette is a character who's definitely left her mark on me, who I met shortly after I moved to Kamloops last summer. She was a neighbor of mine in the hotel, and she's a music lover. She's actually a former musician herself, a vocalist, and one of the things, you know, I heard her music. How I first heard Bridgette was I was new to this hotel, and my bathroom window was right over where she was having her little party of one, and she was playing her music, and I enjoyed her music selection. She had a really good selection, most of a lot of female vocalists who I enjoy listening to, and a lot of older music that I would associate with my parents' generation. But she also had, which I would not associate with my parents' generation, Celine Dion in the mix. You know, Color of My Love, like the CD. So like the old school classic Celine Dion from the 90s. And that really impressed me too. And so that Bridgette combined Celine Dion with like old school rock and a bit but like me actually in terms of musical tastes. And so that's what I believe that was our first conversation. I actually just went down and was like told her I really like your music selection. And I mean she's a loud person. She was making a lot of noise with her voice as well. And but I figured, she's a tough person. She can be a brash person. She doesn't mince words. And I figured I'm new to town, and this is somebody I want on my side. Certainly not somebody who I would want to go up against. Um, although we have a little bit. No, not really. No, I love Bridgette. I actually love Bridgette. She's an amazing person, and I think she's very misunderstood. I mean, as I'm speaking, it sounds like I'm talking about myself in a way. I'm misunderstood, but let's focus on Bridgette here. um, she's tough. She's lived a tough life, and so she's got a tough personality to handle it. And some people, probably most people, that's all they see. They don't see the soft interior. They don't see the loving soul that she really is. I mean, I'm sure some people do, but most people don't. They just see her rough exterior, and so I want to talk about both. But of course I could see that she was a tough cookie. when I first just overheard her from my bathroom in the hotel, and I knew that she was somebody who I would want to have on my side, being new in town. And so I introduced myself to her and commented on her music. And, you know, the rest is history. You know, she really liked me too. And Bridgette did a lot of things for me when I was first uh, new to the hotel and new to Kamloops. I mean, I didn't know a lot of things. I didn't know about Ask Wellness. She told me to go there for help. She gave me a pair of red sandals, Fila brand, I believe, uh, because I was from Vancouver. It's actually a different climate in Kamloops. It's very warm summer. You cannot wear running shoes. Like you have to have sandals in the summer. It's too hot to wear running shoes. I only had running shoes. I didn't have any sandals with me. So she gave me a pair of sandals, and she's given me a lot of things actually, and I've given her a lot of things. So it goes back and forth, and but one of the times when she really made an impact on me, uh, sh on Welfare Day, which is the last Wednesday of the month in BC, province of British Columbia. It's no secret that Bridgette is a recipient of social assistance, and a lot of people are in the hotel that I was living in when I first got here, and she but I'm also haven't been working. I've been on disability, but not through social assistance, and so I don't get paid. I was not getting paid at the same time as people on social assistance. I was not getting anything on the last Wednesday of the month. So, she knew how that must feel. Because I don't get a lot of money and I live paycheck to paycheck. So she knew that I was broke, and she knew that everybody was getting paid. It was welfare day. She knew that I'm not on welfare and that I was being left out. And so she knocked on my door, and I answered it, and she offered me $50. $50. And I needed it. I mean, I didn't even have food at that point, so I graciously accepted it, and very very gratefully accepted it, and I was very thankful. And I've given her a lot of things though as well, so she figured it was the it, kind of pay me back a little bit, but those things were things that I gave. I wasn't ever giving it expecting to be paid back. So she really did blow me away by giving me that $50. And, I guess I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it. Because when you're in a new city, you don't know anybody, you don't have any family, you don't expect someone to, uh, practically a stranger to you. I mean, she's a neighbor, but she has no obligation to me whatsoever. To have that person come up to you and give you $50, just give it to you, that does not happen. That actually really doesn't usually happen. So the fact that she did that, I think it speaks volumes about her character, because she and her degree of empathy, because she knew that everybody was getting welfare, everybody was getting money all around. It's Mardi Gras. That's what my parents used to call it, and but not me. And she didn't want me to feel left out. She had that degree of empathy, and so that she would knock on my door and just out of the blue offer me a $50 bill. That was a real class act thing to do, and it blows me away. Even now, I'm kind of choking up thinking about it. Um, so, a lot of people judge her, and she's not in with she's not hanging out with a lot of the homeless people, as far as I know. This is the picnic bench in front of the BC Lotto Corporation in Kamloops, which is a common hangout spot for homeless people, but not only homeless people. I've hung out there many times, and I'm not homeless. Um, I hung out there on this day when I took this picture. This was this summer, and I was showing up. I drink a Slurpee every day in the summer in Kamloops. I mean, you have to, at least one. And so I had this big Slurpee, and I gave it to her. So she appreciated that. You know, I mean, I give her a lot of things. And we have a back and you know what goes around comes around. She gives me things too. So like I was just saying, but you know what I mean to say is I think it would be fair to say she's a bit of a loner. She's an independent. She doesn't really go with the main groups, any groups of homeless people or street people in Kamloops. She doesn't mean that she's fighting them either. She's just her own person, and she actually knows all of them. She knows just about everyone. Uh, uh, but I think a lot of people might be a little bit standoffish to her, or they think I mean, because she does have this rough exterior, this rough personality. Uh, but her bark is much louder than her bite, which she doesn't have a bite. In my experience, I'm sure she does actually. No, you wouldn't want to mess with her, that's for sure. She's tough as fuck. Uh, but you know, she's got a real soft heart too. She's got a real kind heart, and so but a lot of people don't see that because they just see the rough exterior. Um, and so I just wanted to say that. And I don't really think there's really much more to say other than that she's made an impact on my soul, that my heart and soul that will last forever. I mean, I love her. And I pray for her. I pray for her, actually. I hope she's okay. Um, because I don't know where she is at the moment. She is homeless. Um, I heard that she was here knocking, wanting to come visit me. I guess I wasn't home. I don't know. I wish, I wish, I wish I could see her. Actually, right now, she's a sweetheart, and yeah, she's the salt of the earth. She really is, and a lot of people would not think of her in that way, but she's very fair, and I just can't say enough good things about her. Really. All right. Well, I guess that's about it for now. And oh, the video that we started with, she gave me permission to make that video, and that's her photo from. She told me she was on the most wanted list, so I googled that, and that's her photo that I found on the internet, and and that so it was just perfect to put that with the song that I associate with her, and because she is somebody's baby, and you know it kind of maybe it reminds you that everybody is somebody's baby actually, and you know don't forget to see the humanity in people. Just because somebody's on a most wanted list doesn't mean that's not a good person. No, that could be the best person with a heart of gold. And so, uh, you know, that's don't judge a book by its cover. Um, all right, that's all I want to say about that. Thank you, everyone, and peace out.